Often, the most effective tricks are the simplest ones. In this episode of Leverage Your Spark, we're breaking down one of the most basic and most transformative business hacks I've found, the scorecard. Welcome to Leverage Your Spark. I'm Brandy Lawson. I know what you're thinking. Seriously, Brandy? A scorecard? That's not going to help me. Or, yeah, good luck getting that to work in my company. I'm never going to do that. This is crap. A scorecard isn't a tip, trick, or hack. I get it. Those were absolutely all the things I also thought. And I was wrong. Just so you know, right now, my husband is trying to figure out how to clip that last bit of audio and use it as his ringtone. Keeping track of data can feel hard, cumbersome, and like adding additional work to an already full plate. And I resisted doing this for a long time. And that's why I want to tell you why a scorecard is indeed a tip, trick, and hack for you, your team, and your business. The thing we all have in common is that we are human beings with human brains. And a feature of our human brain is that we can perceive things that are different from what they actually are. It's kind of like those magic eye posters. Mostly they just look like static, but if you look at it a certain way for long enough, you can see 3D objects. Or at least some people can. It mostly just gives me eye strain. This is why scorecards are so useful. It's a way to get objective information regarding activities we care about and need to make decisions on. The best place I found to use a scorecard is to manage me. Yep, I use it to track my weekly activities. As with most things I've resisted, once I did it, I wondered why I hadn't done it sooner. Having the scorecard means there's factual information to base decisions on, not just how I felt about my work week, and even better, I get to use that information to make decisions on what to do or not do next week. Certainly, scorecards can also be used for team members, overall teams, and other aspects of the organization. Recently, I was chatting with a business owner who was struggling with cash flow because there were a bunch of outstanding invoices. He was concerned about having the conversation with his finance person because he thought she'd take offense to the implication that she wasn't doing her job. I asked if expectations had been set around those aspects of her job, things like days receivables outstanding and timeliness of invoices. Turns out that hadn't been defined. So he could have gone into the conversation and debated perspectives. He felt like the collection was lagging. Maybe she didn't even know there was a problem or had been too busy with other tasks. Instead, he asked her to put together the policies on collection and invoicing, then had her create a weekly scorecard so that information was tracked. And if a conversation needed to be had, it could be around actual data, not just feelings. Plus, if she has that information in front of her, she can be proactive because she knows what those scores should be. Not sure what expert to hire? At Fiery Effects, we know a thing or two about getting the most from working with experts. Plus, we're experts in strategy, websites, analytics, smart business, and technology. Find out how to benefit from hiring an expert by booking a consult with us at fieryeffects.com/experts. Scorecards can, and should, be simple. In fact, a scorecard could be just one data point. The most important thing is to make whatever is being tracked relevant to the activities necessary to achieve the desired outcomes. So it's pretty obvious that the first step to creating a scorecard is defining the right measurables. For a finance department, it might be things like average days to pay and number of invoices past 30 days. For sales activities, it might be the number of outreaches per week, connections, proposals sent, and sales closed. Notice this includes both leading indicators, things we have full control of like outreaches, and lagging indicators, connections and sales closed, places where someone else has to make a decision to respond or give us money. Next, track the measurables in an easy, obvious, and shareable place. Spreadsheets work great as long as everyone can access and edit them. A better place might be in your weekly team meetings or in your project management software. Finally, create a way to regularly review the scorecard. Our team has ours in our weekly review, and we also discuss them in our team meeting. Having a way to objectively see performance is the key to useful evaluation and gaining progress. This is why scorecards are a deceptively simple trick and hack. They can show us where the effort is going and if we're getting the expected results. And if not, we have some good clues on what to change. In the next episode of Leverage Your Spark, we're diving back into experts and discussing which experts to hire. Wondering if you're getting the best results from the experts you work with? Let us help. Book a consult with us at fieryfx.com/experts.